The Grimwade family actually showing real life despite social media feeding us all that real hype. We just some real guys trying to give some high definition to reality. Family acrobatically juggling life, smothered in cracks to avoid eternal casualty trust. It ain't easy, but teamwork make the dream work. It's me, Ella, Hesse, Hosanna, Harper and Hallie. And I ain't forget that has a rage and the family.
Renegade,
It's quite tight in it, so you can't turn it all the way around.
Can you do renegade?
Yes,
can you go
whoa, yes.
Whoa, yeah?
Wow. Do you want just one?
Yes, please. I'm going to have one like that. May I have a special cat like that?
If there's a special
Wow,
left,
well, you go like, and then so go. You go like this, don't you? Whoa. Yeah, I will have another one when all of the special K's are done. Liverpool!
Yes, Roo. Touch my dick. Who does Hezzy play for though?
Oh, there's no... There is. Liverpool.
I don't play for Liverpool. I
Can we
support
not open
Liverpool.
that packet
Who
yet?
do I play for?
Oh, actually, there is one hat.
Thank you.
Say it louder.
Chelsea.
Say it louder.
Chelsea.
Yes, I play for Chelsea.
So how do you
Roo,
do it?
say it louder.
I do. Chelsea. Sometimes I go like
What?
this.
That's not a player.
Chelsea.
No.
Tight,
Who's your
or
favourite
sometimes
player
I
at
go
Liverpool?
fun free. Sometimes
Tyler is
I
your
go
favourite
like this.
player?
Whoa.
At Liverpool. Okay.
No,
Who's
this.
your
I go
favourite
like
player
this.
at
Whoa.
Chelsea?
I go like this.
Huh?
I go Liverpool.
Liverpool
I
ball?
go like this.
We used to have 2 Liverpool balls, didn't we? Yeah, we
Whoa.
had it. We still had one
Then.
on my birthday.
No, whoa.
Last year's birthday.
Do you know the...
Right.
I got a time I me you. I want my go crazy. And I think me like a
Yours
number
is theirs,
one
but I don't want to get it
baby.
knocked out of my hands.
You
Sorry,
say.
girls, there you go. You wanted crunchy nut, right?
Yeah. One, two.
Do you want crunchy nut as well?
Yeah. May I have a little bit, a lot. May I have a little bit
Houston,
of lot?
don't worry.
A lot. Me like the crunchy nut clusters.
You know, I'm asking what happened to your baby sister that's crying over here. Nothing happened.
Crunchy nut clusters.
But she's fine
Oh,
now.
sorry.
You're fine now, aren't you? Why did you cry? Why did you cry for? You're starting to form your tears, aren't you? So you're dribbling. May I, Houston, may I have some of the brown bread, please? Huh?
Cereal.
Yeah.
Baby. Where's the dummy one?
Her dummy. I don't know where her dummy is. I had it. Oh, it's on the side there. In the kitchen. Grimwade Gang. Welcome back to our channel. You know what it's like in our house in the morning, and Houston is evidently a little bit on one. I will give you your cereal. 2 seconds. Oh, what cereal do you want? This one? You want that one? Yeah? Okay, cool. You can have some crunchy nut cornflakes. Yes, Grimwade Gang. It's a little bit... There's no reason why it's crazy. It's just because there's lots of people
Just
in
a
our
normal
house.
day.
Just a normal day. So it's the breakfast one. Like, I literally sometimes feel like, you know, when you go on them family holidays, I don't know if you've been on one, but where you have like a communal breakfast hall and all the families are in there in the morning, it's so busy. I feel like our breakfast room is a bit like that in the morning, just with us. And you got the chef, that's me, going in and out. Who would like this? Who would like that? But it's fun, and I know in years to come when I think about when all the kids are gone and left the house and I think about them, I'll be like, oh, those were special times.
Hey Grimwade Gang, and just wanted to say, babe, a lot of people like say, oh, Ella does all the cooking, Ella does all the, you know, all the stuff all the time. Like, but you just said you kind of enjoy it. Like, why do you enjoy it?
I enjoy it because I feel like I have been made to be a mother. That is what, like, literally, guys, I remember when I used to live at Lambourne Road in Leytonstone. I don't know if you know that road, anybody. Well, I used to live there. When I was about 9, I remember lying in my bed and I would lay there at night time and I would imagine, oh, one day in the future I'm going to have kids. And okay, I'll go as far as, don't call me weird, but I used to have a pillow and I'd put it on my belly and I just... Don't call me weird. I'll put it on my belly and I'll just lay there and I'll be like, one day I'm actually going to have a big belly and I'll be laying with a baby that I'll be pregnant with, and then I'll have children. So I've dreamed about being a mum for so long. So there are times when Tim will say, babes, let's, you know, let me help out, or let's allocate stuff to the kids, which obviously you see us doing. But there are lots of times when that is said and I'll be like, no guys, let me just do it, because even when people come to my house, sorry, it's coming, Roo. Even when people come to my house, let me go with you or come with me, they'll say, oh, let me help out in the kitchen and stuff like that, and I'll be like, no, please, just sit down and let me do it. So there you go, that's fine.
What do you say, Rubert?
Let me put something down your front, Roo, before it gets all over your t-shirt. So it's not that Tim wouldn't help, or
No way.
yeah, like literally I enjoy doing it. And then when things get on top, then yeah, we all put our hands to the plough. But something that you kind of have to understand, Grimwade Gang, is for you guys to be able to see what's happening in our lives, there has to be someone filming. And Tim can't film and do all the stuff at the same time. You know, he's amazing, but he is still one person. So that's also why you kind of only get one view of things.
Sometimes Daddy does do the cooking, like, well, sometimes he does like the breakfast, isn't it? And like our toast and cereal.
It's obviously much better when Mummy does it.
Very politically correct. Not giving an answer. Go on, babe. Sorry.
It's not much better, but it tastes the same. Because it's the same. If it's the same bread, like square bread or blah de blah de blah, then so much.
It's the same, yeah, totally.
It's the same, but it's just butter or Nutella.
Yeah. The only thing that's different is that Daddy has a teeny tiny bit of milk in his cereal, and Mummy actually gives us like,
Milk.
Yeah, Mummy
She actually gives us milk.
Yeah, Daddy like fills it up to about here because that's what Daddy likes. Yeah.
Yeah, call me crazy. I don't know. Like with cereals, I like them to be crunchy, and when you put the milk on them too much, it'll go soggy. So I have a very little bit of milk, but it is also like very financially efficient when you only use a small bit of milk. Now that's making me sound like a proper Grinch, isn't it? Like, bah humbug.
It's just because you're a weirdo. It's just because you're a weirdo and you don't like much milk in your cereal.
Call it what it is. It's no problem. It's no problem at all.
Back for when I said you said I was a weirdo a minute ago.
That's no problem. I don't mind.
Is it this bread you want, Hez?
Yes, please.
Just buttered? One or two?
Two, please. Oh, we can have one.
Okay, well if I give you half and give Hezzy 1.5, yeah?
And he can have a whole.
No, but you might not eat all.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But Hez, Hazariah, you've got to finish that up first. Yeah, good point.
Yes, Harp. Sorry, I didn't forget about you, baby.
So I remember when Daddy was cooking the halloumi, girls. Remember?
Oh, I thought you said when I was kicking it.
No.
When I was cooking it.
Yeah, cooking it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, that was jokes. I remember when Daddy was cooking the halloumi. No, cooking it.
Why are you laughing over there, blood? Now she's being all like, oh yeah, look, I'm finishing my thing. And why are you sending for me? Yo, fam, I'm coming for you.
Kid.
Roo, would you like egg as well?
No, thank you. I think you'll find it is. No, you've got to say no, thank you.
What's that?
Good boy, well done.
Alright, so I'm going to do some scrambled egg with Hezekiah. Girls, are you having any egg?
Yes, a little bit. No, thank you.
Wait, Harper no, Hosanna a little bit, Hallie. It's hard to differentiate your voices sometimes. So, guys, I feel a little bit sick this morning. I don't know why. Just a little bit icky.
Well, we're still carrying on from the we you know.
Well, yeah, but I do feel a little bit icky, which is odd. Anyway, guys, I have a problem. It's not a problem with any one of you, so don't worry, you've not done anything wrong. You know, normal times when your parents would call you and be like, right, there's a problem, you're thinking, oh, flip,
what have I done going through? Yeah.
So basically, where we've been in this whole lockdown thing, right? Any of you that have watched have been with us since we had Hazariah, you will see that literally after I have the baby, like it's just up and out of the hospital and everything carries on like normal. Like we will go out the next day.
Yeah.
We don't like stay in the house for any kind of period of time to make the baby. I don't know what the plan is, or to kind of settle or recover. We just literally get on with life. And that's just been how we've been with all the kids. Like I remember with Hezzy, our first, we had him on the Friday And then I think we had people back to our house on the Friday evening because we was watching a football match, innit? Like literally.
Yeah.
And then on the Saturday we had some visitors over. And then on the Sunday morning we was in church. And I think we probably walked in around the notices time or something. And our pastor was like, "Rah, Tim and Ella are the new in." And, you know, it must have been Pastor Rob with that kind of reaction.
Yeah.
And they weren't expecting to see us like so soon. But we just got on with things, man. And yeah, so that's just, sorry, let me just wash my hands.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's literally just how we've been and how we enjoy being. Where's the salt? Where's the salt gone? Why can't I see it? Sorry, Grimwade Gang.
How's Araya?
It might be me because I've been doing my egg.
Where is it, Hez?
Did you put it back?
Yeah, I've been putting it back, but it might not be in the place that Mummy... I normally put it on the top shelf near the oil.
Sorry, it's me. It's hiding behind the Nando's bowl.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
There we are. Salt we have.
Right, we found the salt. Basically, because of this whole lockdown time, as you know, we have not been able to just carry on like normal. So since having Houston, because the coronavirus was around, we thought, you know what? I think it was for about 2 weeks, before it was actually locked down. We was like, you know what? Let's not take her around everyone, just in case. So we were kind of at home anyway, and if we did go out, it was literally, oh, we're going to quickly pop out for a bite to eat, and she was like on my chest and carry on, we'd just go there and come straight back. So she literally hasn't really been around many people, which is not the norm for a Grimwade baby.
No.
She has been at home around 7 other people who you know who they are, her family members, and she's obviously gotten used to her family members, very much so. And it's only now that the laws have started to kind of be lifted a little bit around people seeing each other that we have found ourselves in a place that we've not really been in before, where like my cousin, as you saw if you follow us on Instagram, my cousin Zach came around the other day and was out the front with him, and basically from the time that he arrived till the time that he left, Houston was just pretty much crying. I think she might have fallen asleep actually before he left, but she was just not herself. You guys see her on camera. She's not like a cryy baby, unless there's like a reason, like when she had her injections. But she was just not herself. She was not settled, and it's nothing against my cousin at all. Of course, like I always feel like you have to say when your baby starts crying as soon as you give them to someone, you're like, I'm sorry, it's not you. Honestly, it's not you. And you know, of course it's not, but it's just she's just not used to people, and you know, like it's a bit weird because what I will do is rather than have, sorry, the egg is ready to dish up now, I think. Rather than have her, like it's basically some people will go, oh, let me take her back because she's crying. Oh. Sorry, it's just the bottle popping. I'm such a jumpy person. Like Tim will literally come in the room quietly behind me, not on purpose, and I will just jump. Anyway, I won't be someone that will quickly take the baby back and be like, oh, let me take her, let me hold her because she's crying.
No, she's got to get used to it, man.
She's got to get used to it, especially if it's someone who I know and trust. She just has to get used to it because otherwise you're only gonna encourage like her crying more. Grimwade Gang, 2 seconds. Let me just take this through to the
Go
kitchen.
for it, man. Thank you, Harper. You bringing your bowl to the kitchen? Good girl. Where are you going to put it?
I'm going to put it in the sink.
Oh, okay. You need Mummy to move. Okay.
Sorry, I've forgotten. Was it just 3 of you? Hezzy, Hazara, and Hosanna.
Hazara, I don't think he wanted.
Sorry guys. Who was it that wanted egg?
I wanted some. Hosanna wanted a little bit.
Hezzy did.
Okay, so it's just the 3, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's just the 3.
Okay.
I don't think Hazara wanted.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you very much.
Harper, careful out there, girl.
Harper, what are you doing?
I'm getting the vitamins I can.
Okay.
I'm getting the vitamins I can.
There you go. Are you sure you can? Can you find them? Let me help, Baba. They're behind the antenna.
Oh.
There you go.
These ones are.
Oh, let me take
There
these out.
you go.
There you go. And you go and give them out. 1 each, yeah? Make sure none of your siblings try and take 2. Let me open that because it's childproof. There you go, 1 each.
Thank you. Let's go and have your vitamins.
I've definitely dished up
Try
for it.
Oh God, give my vitamins, please.
Rue, what have you done to that tissue?
One.
What did you do?
A rabbit.
You ripped it! Hosanna is, I don't know what's going on here.
she touched the thing and she was like, no, I want to take it out of the packet. But I put it out and she touched the one that I put out.
Yeah.
I said, just
You have that one. So you have the one that you touch. We try and never touch stuff and give it to someone else. Yeah? If it's for you, it's fine, but not for someone else.
I did you some egg anyway, Hazara, because I knew that once you saw it, you would say, can I have some please? Yes, darling?
There
There you go. 2 seconds, Harps. Let me just sit down for a minute and then have the bagel in a minute, okay? Bro, what happened to the thing down your neck? Give the tissue. Now you got
Yeah, we've just been through that. He
You got
destroyed
milk
it.
down your top. Yeah, it's there now when they look down like, oh, really?
Oh, what happened?
What happened? Oh. Okay, purple lover. Let me feed you while I finish talking to the Grimwade Gang.
Let's do that.
Come, Bubba. She's kind of, she's dozing, I think. Or is she fully asleep?
Not at all.
Not
Fully
right.
awake.
Fully awake.
Hello, Papa.
Hey.
No pop-ups.
Right, let me just sit down. Oh, there we go. All right, madam. See, this is what she does when she goes to people that she doesn't know. Of course, she's doing this for me because she wants to feed. But, yeah. Let's get it out for you, madam. All right. There you go. All is okay with the world now. Yeah, so she's seen her cousin, and I think my mum came round the other day. I think we sat in the garden with Tim's parents as well, and she just was not 100% settled because we haven't had people over, obviously, like no one has had people over. Like, so now that people have just started coming, it's our close family, you know, like our parents. She wasn't too bad with our parents, really, I don't think. What do you think, guys? When Grandma and Granddad and Grandma were over the other day? She wasn't 100% settled, but she wasn't too bad. Yeah, so that's where I was at. I'm someone who will, if I obviously know and trust the person who I've given her to, I won't be like, oh, let me take the baby back because you know, she's crying. Like Tim said, they've got to get used to it. Oh, are you okay, my love?
And they got not choke on the booby either.
Yeah, I know, there's lots of milk coming. She starts choking and then she starts crying. Because you're like, oh, I still want my milk. There you go. They've got to get used to it. And I would say that is like a parenting... Well, I don't want to say... I'm not a I wouldn't say I'm not a professional, but I've got 6 kids.
I think you're quite professional.
So my tip would be that, you know, when it comes to your kids and you want them to get used to something, they're only going to get used to it if you make them get used to it. Do you know what I mean? So... And not make them like in a horrible way, but you know they're not in any danger. They've literally just got to get used to new people. And I'm like, rah, lockdown has spoilt my baby. Because she's not just used to people like all my other kids are. You see, like our kids are really social and they're really confident. Hazara, stop stabbing your bread with the fork. Just pick your bread up with your hands. Hazara.
Rue, use your hands. Don't stab it with the fork.
What are you doing?
Rue, take this off.
There you go, and then thank you.
I'm going to go see what
And then eat your food normally with your hand because it's a roll. Good boy. Yes. You are
Look at you, so cheeky. Look at him. He's so cheeky.
So you just have to let them know this is something you're going to have to get used to. I'm not going to rescue from it just because you're finding it a little bit hard. And yes, that kind of training starts from this age, guys. If you want them to carry on, teach them in the way that you want them to go from when they were young, and then they will carry on as they grow up. You have to like instill these things from young, and that's something that we've always adhered to. Like, you want them to become mature, you treat them in a way to help them become mature from young, not once they've already learnt bad habits. You have to treat them that way and teach them from when, like, before they put all the bad habits in place. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%, babe. And I would say that it is kind of difficult sometimes as influencers or YouTubers or whatever you want to call us to, you know, state some things, because you do get 100 million people who have different opinions, which is totally fine on our end. But when you parent, you've got to kind of trust your instincts. So when it comes to making decisions, you have to make them. Do you know what I mean? You have to make them, and you know the term, if you make your bed, you got to lay in it. Do you know what I mean? And so far it hasn't been too bad. And I mean, like when you say, oh, make them, you know, people are all over. Oh, you said make. Do you know what I mean? But really and truly, it's guide and it's, do you know what I mean? It's instruct. You do have to instruct. If you don't, because you're the adult, they're the child. They're the ones that are not mature, and you're the ones that, God willing, hopefully, I do this, you know, because it's varying levels of maturity. You know, but you're meant to be the one who is meant to be doing the leading. So if you can't do that and you can't put your trust in that, then you're going to find it quite difficult. Yes. But yeah, we try our best to have, you know, standards and views and try and instill them in the children and try and stick to them.
No, I make you right, babe. See, that's what you're saying, huh? Yeah, babe, I make you right. Like, it's literally how you have to go on, because otherwise you're going to end up with children who want to rule themselves. And, of course, they get to make decisions once they're adults, but whilst they're children, they cannot rule themselves.
Yeah, and it seems sweet when
it
they're
seems
kicking,
cute,
kicking attitudes and all that. But
when they're like
18,
1.5 and they're doing it and they're making the faces and walking away from you.
Forget that. When they turn to 16 years old and you cannot control or anything for toffee.
I was saying it's cute when they're young, maybe.
Oh, sorry,
yeah. But then when they're 16, like you say, it ain't cute then. It's not cute then. So you have to teach them the right way. And we literally, obviously, we love our family. We want our kids to be able to interact and socialise with people just easily. Grimwade Gang, we love you so much. Please vibe with us in the comments and let us know what you think. Yep. And make sure you smash that like button. We didn't put a number today, but you guys smash it up anyway. So we love y'all, and we gonna say peace out. See you later.
Bye.
Come say bye.
Bring it on, bring it on, boom.